If you've seen any of my previous videos, you probably figured I have a thing for vintage commodities, and most of all, I'm a DIY-aholic. Ever since I built my ultimate audio player, I wanted to take that idea to another level and make a standalone music box. I know what you're thinking, yet another portable Bluetooth speaker video when you put an amp board with Bluetooth module from some random speakers and you're done. No, it's not one of those. First of all, I want it to be able to play tunes on its own. Second, it has to be one of a kind, and last but not least, it has to sound better than any off-the-shelf product. So here's how it will go. The uniqueness of the appearance will be ensured by this vintage radio I got off of an auction for whole $10 shipped. The brains will be the Raspberry Pi B+, for which I paid just $25, and while it's been around for a couple years now, it still has more than enough power for my needs. Now onto the audio section. The key ingredient here will be the HiFi Berry Amp Plus, a 25 watts amplifier with a built-in digital to analog converter. And last but not least, the speakers. Mids and highs will be covered by this magnet two-way car speakers, which I got for $18, and the bass will be delivered by an old 50 watts Pioneer passive sub, which I got years ago but never got around installing it in my car. I know it looks like it took a beating quite a few times in its life, but it still sounds great. To make it work, the audio signal will pass through these JBL crossovers and route it to the speakers. Power supply was $15, and it's a minimal 18 volts brick, which is recommended by HiFi Berry for use with the Amp Plus. There's a lot of work to do. I was actually tempted to leave the shell as it is, but was outvoted by my wife, and so it will be sanded down and clear coated. The glass panel will also be restored. All the inner parts will have to leave to make room for new components. I'll try and adapt one of the original buttons for power switch and one of the knobs for volume control, which will be quite challenging. The speakers will need new mounting board, which will have to be covered with fabric. I'm afraid I won't be able to use the original cloth as it is glued to the speaker board, and so I'll have to find something somewhat similar. The box will be strengthened so it doesn't fall apart when blasting music, and I'll add the missing back cover with power and network connectors. And that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.